Hello, budget friends. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. I'm Melissa, and we are here to do the first monthly budget for 2025. We're going to take a look at January's numbers. Let's jump in. All right, you guys, I appreciate you so much for being here. The spreadsheet you're looking at is one that I've created for myself, and this is what I will be using throughout 2025. So I want to make mention that January is a very special month, and I've hinted towards this in a video that I did put out in December that we are expecting something special in January. So not only is it a magic month for us, it's going to be a high income month overall because I will be getting my bonus payout. It's not really bonus, but I'm considering it that because it only comes once per year. So I do work shift work, including nights, and I get a stipend for working the night shifts. But not only do I get paid out for working night shifts, throughout the year, any holidays that I've worked, my job pays us once per year where they give us a lump sum for all those holidays that we've worked. So every year in January, we do get payout for the night shifts and we get payout for the holidays. So last year, I did get a little bit over $8,000. I'll put the amount on the screen so you guys could see. But this year, I did not work as much night shifts as I did the previous year, and I didn't work as many holidays as I did before either. So I am going to do a modest decrease from the amount that you saw on your screen, and I'm only going to budget just about $6,000 for my bonus income. All right, before we get into any more of the money, off to the side here, I did put some goals here for the month of January. So I did come in and show you guys what my 2025 financial goals were. And then I broke them down into quarterly goals. But I did take it a step further and I broke it down into monthly goals. So I am focused on achieving these goals in 2025. So I'm constantly going to be looking at them. So not only are there annual goals, they are quarterly goals and they come down to monthly goals. For the month of January, I would like to save $2,500. That is $1,000 into the emergency fund, $500 into the home fund, $500 for the kids fund, and $500 for the personal fund. I also would like to get 1 month ahead on one bill, which I'm considering this is something that I'm going to do over the quarter. So it's for January, February, and March. I'm choosing to do the electric bill, which is $107 per month. So in January, I need to set aside an extra $37 towards my electric bill. In the month of February, it's 35, and the month of March, it's also 35. Now, the third goal for the month of January, I want to pay off one monthly bill and get rid of one of my monthly obligations. So this does not include the braces that the month of January is the last payment we're going to make towards my son's phase 1 braces. So let's now talk about what our income is going to be. So for rollover, I'm not expecting to roll anything from the month of December into January, so I'm going to put 0. But for my income, I will be getting a cost of living increase, and I'm going to make it very modest. So my paychecks range from $2,226. I went up to $2,321 at the end of December because there was an amount that was coming out for time I was buying back for my retirement, and that one has been completed. So $100 have gone back into my paycheck. So I'm only going up to $2,400 per paycheck in the month of January until I know for sure what my paychecks are going to be, and then I'll change it. So 2,400 times 3 plus my monthly SSI benefits. I do get this every month. There is a cost of living increase on this also. It's going up to $1,375. So that's $8,575 in income that I plan to bring in the month of January. Now, for hubby, he will be getting a cost of living increase also, but we have not discussed down to the T as to how much he is going to increase his contribution to the household budget. So I'm going to stick with $1,000 for him. He will be getting paid 3 times also in January. So that's $3,000 that I'm going to budget to come in from hubby. And then I did mention $6,000 for the bonus money for a grand total of $17,575. Oh my goodness, $17,575. But we are going to put this money to good use. So let's start. For rent, it's $2,500. For electric, I did mention that I'm going to put an additional $37 towards getting a month ahead. So that's the $37 plus the 107 for $144. For HP ink, I do have to go up to $6 because I did print a little bit more than I usually do print because I was getting my paper planner for 2025 ready and I printed some extra pages. So $6 for that. Peloton, I did pause the subscription, so zero. Google Cloud is $3. Car insurance, I did realize that we are decreasing in 2025, so I'm budgeting 248. Renter's insurance is 44. Braces, so this, like I mentioned, is the last payment for 166. This is $2 that was due to be paid in February, plus the regular $164 payment to total 166. iCloud storage $10. Sirius XM 8. Cell phone, I'm budgeting 260. Internet, so my internet, I don't have cable. But I do have a home phone, and they have increased the price of the home phone by $5. So now I do have to increase the bill to $90. Child support is $526. And after school, so there's a thing happening with after school. In the month of January, I only have to pay $80 for 4 weeks, but I did work something out. So I did mention to you guys that I do owe some money and I'm waiting for them to give me a bill as to the amount that I'm owed, then to pay the total amount. So I did do some math. From September to December of 2024, I paid $180, but the bill amount was supposed to be $300 for the month. So technically, I'm thinking I owe $120. So I am going to budget $200 for after school. So that's a total of $4,205 for fixed expenses. So out of the 17,000, we are left with $13,370 to go down into the debt section. Now for credit card minimums, we are budgeting $225 because we have 4 credit cards left to pay off. That's Mattress Firm, Apple, Capital One number 2, and my Chase card. So 225 should cover all of the minimum payments for the month of January. Student loan minimum is $40. Auto loan minimum is $940. And 2 personal loans, the minimums are $1,690. So that's a total of $2,895 even. Now I'm going to leave the extra debt until last. So let's move over into savings. So I did say I want to put $1,000 in the emergency fund that comes under Save Up. Under True Expenses, that's going to be the kids fund, the personal fund, and the home fund. So that's $500 for each of those for $1,500. And I'm not going to put anything into challenges for this month as of right now. So that's $2,500 in the savings, and that was my goal. Now that leaves us with $7,975. Now into the variable spending for car fuel, I'm going to budget $250. For dining out, I'm going to budget $150. For giving, I'm going to budget $10. For groceries and household, I may need to do a slight stock up because I did use a lot of the things, if not all of them by now, in our freezer, and our pantry is dwindling. So I'm going to budget $1,000 here. For my babies, I'm going to do $100 here. For personal, I'm also going to do $100. And for wellness, another $100. So that's a total of $1,710. And that leaves us with $6,265 even. Now, one thing I do know in the miscellaneous section, I'm going to put $400 for heating oil because it's colder, you guys, and the heating oil is going a little bit faster than it did in the warmer months. For propane, I'm going to budget $200. I do know that we have to get propane. Reimbursement, 0. Unexpected spending, 0. And in rollover, so we are getting paid 3 times in the month of January, but our last paycheck which we will receive on the 31st is going to have to serve as the first paycheck for the month of February. So our first pay period in February is not until February 14th. So we have to cover from the 1st until the 14th with January's last paycheck. So what I'm going to do first, because I did say I want to pay one monthly bill off, what I did come up with was either pay off my smallest debt by using the Snowball, which is the student loan. So the balance as of the recording of this video for my student loan is $1,192.02. I could pay that one off, or I was saying to pay off my smallest credit card, which is my Chase card, which the balance right now is just about $1,600. I'm not sure. I'm leaning more towards the student loan just so I can go with the debt snowball method. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put $1,193 in the extra debt section. And then that's going to show me what my leftover is, which is $4,472. So now I'm thinking ahead. For the start of the month, I have rent, electric, HP Inc., Peloton, Google Cloud, and car insurance to pay. My renter's insurance won't be due in the month of February. That's going to be my off month. So, of all that, that's going to total $2,901. And then if I wanted to get groceries, gas, and anything else, I'm going to say, okay, let's put an additional $500. So that's going to total $3,400. I'm going to put that as the rollover into February. Now that's going to leave me with $1,072 even. That's what's going to be my additional debt payment. So if I take the extra debt out, it's going to show me that there's $2,265 left, and that's going to be my extra debt payment. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pay off my student loan as of what I'm thinking right now. And the balance that's left, I'm going to put it towards my lowest credit card, or that's going to be my next lowest debt. So I'm trying to do this snowball because I really want to get rid of all of these debts, you guys. I did say I want to get off the credit card float. And now that I'm thinking about it, let me know what you guys think. Would you pay off the student loan because my student loan interest is very low? It's only 5%. Or would you go ahead and try to pay off the credit cards, which the credit cards are higher interest? Let me know. What would you do? I have $2,265 to play with. I would love to know what you guys will do in the comments. All right, you guys, so that's it. Everything has been budgeted down to zero. Of the $17,575 that we are forecasting to bring in as income, we have assigned each dollar a job. So we are down to a zero-based budget. We have goals to accomplish in 2025, you guys, and we're going to just check them off one by one. So thank you so much for taking the time out to watch. I do want to give you guys a shout out. I have grown in subscribers lately. Share with a friend. I would love to be monetized in 2025. That's going to help us to, get a little bit more income to pay off a little bit more debt a little bit faster. So if you are not subscribed and you have made it to the end of the video, please go ahead and subscribe and turn on your post notification bell so you don't miss another video. 2025 is going to be great. So until next time, you guys, I will talk to you guys later. Bye now.